Hi and welcome to Run Tall with Tim. I'm Tim, and today's video is a part of week 6 of a 15-week half marathon training program using Garmin Coach. It's a goal-paced workout today, so I'm going to start by warming up for 15 minutes with a jog, and then I'm going to run at my goal pace for 30 minutes, which ranges between an 8:04 and an 8:24 minute mile, and then I'm going to finish the workout with a 15-minute jog to cool down. So let's just get right into it. I'm in the 15-minute jog to warm up. My ankle is really bothering me today, so it's going to have to feel a whole lot better for me to be able to run tomorrow for sure. I'm going to give this a little bit longer to see if I am going to be able to even complete this workout, but it's really not loosening up like it normally does. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. It's been frustrating and a little disappointing that it just isn't healing any faster than it is. But you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. So I'm gonna attempt to get this in today, but I don't want to do any more damage than there already is. I had been, I think, straddling that balance pretty well between, you know, working out and my recovery, but today, for whatever reason, my ankle is just not cooperating, so, which is really disappointing. But also, sadly, it's a part of running that I need to accept. So, here we go. So I'm in the 15-minute jog to cool down at this point. I did go the optional distance, mainly because I was, pretty far from home when I got to that point. But my ankle is bothering me a lot, so I'm pretty anxious to get home, put some ice on it, try to get it feeling better. It'll be a game day call tomorrow whether or not I try to run on it. I don't know yet. The workout itself, cardio-wise, didn't feel bad, but trying to keep that pace with my ankle the way it was really troublesome. cold today, so if I'm talking a little strange, it's because it's below freezing. It's about 30 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and I'm wearing the Hoka Rocket X on foot, which is one of my favorite, faster shoes to train in. But it just wasn't doing any good for my ankle, so yeah, we'll get back and we'll tend to that, and fingers crossed, it won't be as bad as I think that it is. So let's go ahead and break it down and see what my results were. Now, I'm back in my home, in my studio, which is my spare bedroom. It's a little too cold for me to be doing this outside, which is what I kind of like to do because I think it's just visually more interesting. But we have to kind of go with what we have here. So I'm going to put this up on screen for you. I went just a little over an hour for the workout in total, which ended up being 6.92 miles. Now I'm going to scroll over and we'll take a look at some of the averages for the workout. I went an 8:41 minute mile on average for my pace, with a best pace of 7:13. My average speed was 6.9 miles an hour, with a max speed of 8.3 miles an hour. My heart rate, 159 beats per minute on average, with a max of 173 beats per minute. I honestly thought it might be a little bit higher than that, just because I felt like I was working harder. But I'll take that. That's not bad. And then my run cadence was 194 steps per minute with a max of 214. I'm not surprised at that. My ankle was bothering me a lot, as I mentioned. So I had shortened up my stride and quickened my cadence just to be a little bit more kind to my ankle. And, I was able to get through it, but I did put ice on my ankle the minute I walked in the door. So hopefully I'll be good to go tomorrow. My elevation gain was 600 and I don't have my glasses on, so bear with me, 682 feet with an elevation loss of 630 feet. It's tough getting old. I'm in my mid-50s, and sometimes, it's hard to hide that when I'm trying to read this tiny little print that's on the screen, especially. I'm that person that you see in the grocery store. Sometimes it's trying to read a label, and they take a picture of it with their phone so that they can blow it up to see it because I don't have my glasses with me. Okay, so enough about that. Let's scroll over and we'll take a look at our lap times. Now, I'm most interested in laps 3 through 7, which would be 3 through 7, which would be my goal pace lap times. But we'll take a look. Lap 1 and 2, I was warming up at an 9:59 and 9:14 minute mile. And then I got right into lap 3, which is the goal pace piece of it. And again, my objective was to try to run between an 8:04 and an 8:24 minute mile. So let's see how I did. Lap 3 was at 8:17. Okay. Lap 4, 7:54. Lap 5, an 8 minute mile. Lap 6 was at 8:08. And lap 7 was at 8:12. So not bad. I was pretty darn close. For the most part, I was between that 8:04 and 8:24 minute mile. So I'll take that. I'm happy with that. And then lap 8, 9, and 10 were just my cool downs, that 15 minutes. So it ended up being a 9:06, 9:01, and then a little bit faster as I was getting closer to home, an 8:22, but certainly not blazing any, not going in any kind of fast speed there. Okay, I'm going to scroll over. I do like to look at this information visually in graph form. And so here we can see in the blue graph my pace, and clearly, my pace picked up when I hit the goal pace part of the workout, as did my heart rate. They coincide, which they should. And then my cadence, that was kind of all over the place. And it's because I was really trying to find a rhythm that was most comfortable for me to run in. So that was a bit tricky. And then, I had quite a bit of elevation gain and loss. I ended up running around town today as opposed to going out to the park, which was my first preference. I wanted to try to run the trails today, but it had continued to rain. It was raining yesterday. Today they were calling for possibly snow this morning, and I just thought, nope. I'm gonna stay close to home for today's workout. So I had quite a bit of elevation gain and loss. So I was running some hills, which I'm used to. I ran a track or a course that I normally do in town. So I was real familiar with the area and about what it was going to take to get my hour workout in where I needed to go. And then I ended up with, primarily in zone 5 for my heart rate, which I should. I half of the time, more than half the time I was in zone 5. And, half of the workout was at goal pace. So I should have been working a little bit harder during those periods. So there it is. That's the breakdown for Tuesday's workouts. Again, today was goal pace. We'll see you tomorrow for a breakdown of stride repeats for Wednesday's workout. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.